Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Crushing Strongholds. This is a podcast where we turn pain into power, trauma into triumph, and a place where we can expose the lies of the enemy and break curses through truth and equipping believers to walk in lasting freedom. And how do we do that? We do that through the grace and the power of Jesus Christ. You see, your voice and your testimony has an impact on dismantling strongholds. And that truly is the heart of this podcast. So, welcome in, everybody. My name is Mickey. I'm a Christian life coach, and I'm also your host today. So, welcome in. Today, I'm super excited. I'm so excited to share what I have with you guys today. Um, this is episode number 11, and it is called Let's Get Prepared. Okay. It's important that we make preparations. And you're probably wondering, well, what am I getting prepared for? Are we going on a trip? Going on a vacation? Are we going camping? Are we going back to school? School just started here for us, for my family. Boy, what a week we had trying to get everybody ready because we have kids going to all different schools now. We have elementary, middle school, and high school, all three. So getting everybody on the right bus, getting everybody on time, getting everybody dressed, getting everybody on schedule. We had to be prepared. And I'm sure a lot of you that have children that are getting your kids ready for school, you can totally 100% relate to what I'm saying. This podcast today, I'm going to share something exciting with you because I have some really exciting news. Starting Monday, which is right around the corner, unless Jesus comes back before then, this podcast is going to launch a 7-day overflow challenge workshop. Okay. And in that 7 days, 7 days in a row, I'm going to overflow with podcasts because not only does God overflow for us in abundance, I want to overflow in return. I want to give something back. So I'm excited to get this challenge going. And this isn't just a challenge for myself. This is a challenge for everyone. So if you want to gain more overflow of Jesus Christ and have that abundance that he has for us, that he offers us, you don't want to miss out on this week. Every single day is going to be great. So let me just go over what we're going to be talking about this next week, okay? Because I want to get you excited. I want to get you pumped up. I want to get you prepared. Today's message is all about being prepared, right? So day one, while I'm preparing you to be able to live from a place that is of spiritual abundance. Um, Even while we're working on crushing strongholds, we still can have overflow. Okay. So the first episode is going to be talking about the source of overflow. Where does it come from and how do we get it? It's kind of like when you hear about the big sale, especially like on Black Fridays or at the supermarket or Walmart or Amazon, they're having a big sale. You want to know where it is, where it's at, how much it's going to cost. You want all of the information. Okay, but where do you get that information? You have to know where the source is. So we're going to take you there. Day one is going to be talking about the source of overflow and how we get it. Day two is going to be removing any blockages. We don't want any blockages in our way. We don't want to be the beaver in the dam. Okay? We definitely don't want to be in that position where we are blocking ourselves from overflow. Okay? We want to have that overflow. Not only do we want to receive it, but we also want to be able to overflow onto others. I want to overflow for all of you because God has overflowed for me so many times in my life. So many times when I wasn't worthy of it, he did it anyway. So many times when I wasn't deserving, he did it anyway. So many times, even if I didn't need it, he showed up anyway. And sometimes it's good to give back. It's good to give back, kind of like the pay it forward thing. Okay. Paying it forward is another type of overflow. We want to do that. Okay. We're going to talk about that. Day 3, we're going to talk about the overflow in the valley. Okay. And how to get refilled. Just like when your car gets low on gas and you start putting down the road because you're not going to make it. You're just not going to make it too much further if you don't get a refill. Okay. We have to be fueled. We have to get refueled. Okay. And we want to make sure that we are doing that on the daily. How do we daily get overflowed? Okay. That is so important. We want that to happen. So that's going to be day 3. Day 4, we're going to be talking about guarding your flow and blessing others from the overflow. Okay. And there's like a little bug flying around me. I'm sorry. It's driving me crazy. I don't know where he went, but y'all probably can't see it, but I really am swatting at a bug. So he's a really annoying little guy. So day 4, we want to guard your flow. And we also want to bless others with overflow. So we got to look at balancing that out. How do we balance that out? Okay. Kind of like getting on the teeter-totter. Okay. Um, we want it to be fun. We want it to be exciting, but we want to make sure that we're balanced out. Day 5 is guarding your cup. Guarding your cup. So when God's filling up your cup, you need to guard it. And what does that look like? Well, you don't want it to fall over. Okay? You don't want to just spill it all out and lose it all. You just want it to be overflowing. Okay? It's a constant overflowing. It's not a spillage, okay, from a breakage or getting knocked down. So we want to look at that. We want to guard our cup, okay? Day 6 is going to be talking about the oil won't run out. This is going to be an exciting day because God's overflow doesn't stop. Only we can stop the overflow. Going back to talking about the blockage, only we can do that. So we want to be prepared and learn how not to let the oil run out. We need to always be thinking about that. Okay. Day 7 is living in the overflow as well as overflowing in gratitude and service. So I want to finish off the week strong with that. So when we close out that week, we have a really good idea as to how we're supposed to be living in the overflow, how we're supposed to be showing gratitude for the overflow, and what services we're supposed to be providing with our overflow. Because sometimes I think with overflow, we can be wasteful. We don't want to be wasteful. Okay. We want to make sure we're igniting things. We want to make sure that we are helping others that need overflow. So that way we can fill their cup up as well. Okay. So it's super important that we think about that. Not only with these daily challenges are we going to have a message and scripture, but guess what else we're going to have? Each day is going to have a link in the notes, the show notes, so that you can have a free worksheet for each day of the week for each podcast that you can do. You can go in and do the worksheet. So it can help you to work on yourself. So how do we turn pain into power and the trauma into triumph? How do we break off the lies of the enemy? How do we end up getting rid of curses in our life? This is how we do it. We take on a challenge like this. We take on a workshop and we give it full 7 days. And normally I post once a week, but God said we need overflow. We need overflow. You need overflow and you need to overflow. So I was like, you know what, God, this is so exciting. I was so excited when I started studying about it and started putting it all together. And I was like, I can't wait for next week. I can't wait for you guys all to be on board. So get on board. Open up your worksheets every day. And I don't know what just happened. I don't know if you can see me or not, but I lost my screen. Okay. I don't know what happened. My computer just completely froze. It went completely black. I don't know if that like the last couple minutes just got missed or what happened? I will find out when I review this episode, I guess. So, and if I have to, I'll do it over. Not a big deal. So anyway, the enemy likes to try to get in there, likes to try to break us down and try to discourage us. And this is one way he likes to do it with me. He likes to bring in technical difficulties to um, make my life a little harder. But you know what? It's okay because I have God, and God just says, you know what? Just go with it. Just go with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. It's okay. We'll get through it. So this is how we learn to overflow. Okay. We learn to overflow by the grace of God. God gives us the patience and he gives us the ability to be able to handle things and withstand some stuff. So anyhow, I wanted to share it with you. I before I got distracted there with all of that little glitch that just happened. Um, anyhow, I do want to share with you, not only is there a worksheet provided each day, the scripture is going to be given. We're going to be in the Word of God every single day. We're also going to be praying. I will be praying for you every single day. And then I'm going to challenge you to do something every single day, along with the worksheet. Okay. I want you to do something. And I'm going to need you to interact. I'm going to want you to message me and let me know, hey, this is what I did. This is how this went. And I want some feedback. I want to know how you're doing. I want to know what you think about it and what it's doing for you. Also, I'm going to be putting in the link to my website so you guys can go in there and you could read more about crushing strongholds and you can see all of the opportunities there are to get some one-on-one coaching. So if you're stuck and you're having some struggle crushing some strongholds in your life, and that obstacle just looks way too big for you, I want you to know that you can go in that link and message me. I have a 30-minute free clarity call and that's another freebie for you. So hey, that's going to be in the link. This podcast, I'm going to post that as well as with all the others. And then next Monday, we're starting our workshop. So it is going to be a challenge. I want to see some involvement. I want to get you guys on board. I want you guys to get in the flow of overflow. So get on board with me. Come on, let's do this. Let's overflow. Let's show God that we are capable. It's going to be short lived. It's not going to be very much of our time. My podcasts are not going to be full 40-minute podcasts. They're going to be really quick, really short, maybe 15, 20 minutes, if that. And as long as I hit my minimum or my my requirement for my minimum time amount, I want to do that. And then I want to make sure that you guys get something from it. I want to make sure you're getting fed. I want my overflow to become your overflow. I really do. I'm excited. I'm on board. I want you to be on board. So today, this is another episode of Crushing Strongholds, and I'm super excited for next week. Hope you are too. Get in there on the chat. Get in there on this link where I'm sending this to you and being like, hey, I'm gonna be on board next week. I'll see you next week. I'll see you next week. I'll see you next week. 7 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm gonna be there. I want you to be there too. So let me know you're coming. Let me know your game. You're all in. Let's do this. Let's do it together. Let's challenge each other to really get some overflow going. Okay? Let's pour out what we have, what God has given us, and give it to others. Share this episode, pass it along, and I hope that you all just have an amazing and fantastic day. As I close, I just want to say this was another episode that was just wonderful and great, and cannot wait for next week. Hope you all get on board, and I will see you next week with another episode of Crushing Strongholds. So be there. All right. Take care. God bless. And if you need prayer for anything, message me. I'll be glad to pray for you. And if you need coaching for anything, hit that link on my show notes so you know where to go. Check me out. Sign up for some coaching. All right. God bless you and love y'all.